On this show, we compare two different genres of music. I am Christina Faoro, and I am your host. And for today, we will be discussing Irish folk and American jazz. Our three contestants, Catherine, Jonah, and Dimitri, are here to compete today. All three work in the music world. Catherine is a music teacher in Boulder, Colorado. Jonah is a sound engineer from San Francisco, California. And Dimitri joins us from Hartford, Connecticut, where he thrives as a music enthusiast. Dimitri, since you got the last question correct before break, you'll go first. What category? The categories are guess the genre, contextual clues, art of artists, simplistic style, and modes of music.
I'll take guess the genre for 100 points, please.
This score of Danny Boy comes from this genre. Catherine.
What is Irish folk?
Correct. What would you like?
Same for 500, please.
Very good. All Blue is jazz because of this. Jonah.
What is modal approach to harmony?
Correct.
I'll take modes of music for 200.
Modes are based on these, not the tonic key of the note. Not the tonic note of the key signature that is given. Jonah.
What are the different scale degrees?
Correct. Now it is important to realize that this does not apply to the Iodian mode, because that mode happens to fall on the tonic. But that is how the modes are composed. They differ from major and minor scales in the sense that they are not based on the whole half-step progression. Now, what would you like?
Same for 100, please.
Okay. Instead of key signatures, these are used. Dimitri.
What are modes? Mode signatures?
We'll give that to you. Obviously, the mode uses certain positions within the key signature, but the mode signature is actually being used. Your choice?
Simplistic styles for 200, please.
Okay. The 2-5-1 progression is this when improvising in jazz and Irish. Catherine.
What is the most common form?
Correct. As the answer says, it is the most common form in jazz and Irish music composition, but not the only one. Now, what would you like now?
I'll take contextual clues for 100, please.
Okay, let's go. Both jazz and Irish folk are comprised of these. Catherine.
What are stories?
Very good. Your choice again.
Okay, I'll take contextual clues for 500, please.
Okay. Jazz and Irish were not sacred, but this type of music. Jonah.
What is secular?
Correct. Sacred music was composed for the church, and secular music was composed for the common citizen.
I'll take modes of music for 300.
Okay. This mode starts on the 5th degree of a major scale. Jonah.
What is the Mixolydian mode?
Very good. By following the mode format, the 5th degree makes a Mixolydian mode. We'll take a short break and return to finish this round. Welcome back. During the break, I was discussing with our contestants today's topic.
Jazz is great. Reminds me of Irish potato cake.
Very good, Jonah. I didn't know you could sing. Dimitri, what do you like most about jazz and Irish?
My favorite comparison has to be the similarities between the modes that are used to create the songs.
Mine as well. Catherine, what about you?
My favorite aspect is the similarity between the styles. The improvisational aspect really connects the two genres, and I teach all of my students how to see the concepts between two styles is based on the chord progression as well as the modes used to compose them.
Now that is truly amazing. I'm so glad that you teach these young students how to use and appreciate music. Now, Jonah, what is your favorite part?
I love the context comparison. The lyrics of the songs really make me see the parallels that exist around the world. As the Irish dealt with their problems of immigration and famine, the jazz artists portray their stories of unequal treatment and longing.
That's great. Those stories, man, they sure are heart-wrenchers. Now, let's get back to the game. Jonah, it is once again your choice. What will you choose?
Let's go modes of music for 400.
Both So What and Rocky Road to Dublin are built around this mode. Catherine.
What is the Dorian mode?
Very good. Now, these songs don't have to stay consistently in the Dorian mode, because just like with today's music, it never consistently sticks to the key signature, but they are built upon the Dorian mode. What would you like now?
Same for 500, please.
Straight No Chaser and She Moved Through the Fair are both built around this mode. Catherine.
What is the Mixolydian mode?
Good. The Mixolydian mode follows the same idea as the Dorian when it comes to the song. Now, your choice.
Simplistic style for 400, please.
Improvisational motifs are apparent in both genres and are based off of the past claims from these instruments. Dimitri.
What are the harpsichord and piano?
I'm so glad to see you rejoin the game. That is correct. Jazz used the piano, and the harpsichord was used by the Irish because the piano hadn't yet been invented for the Irish folk. However, in re-recordings for the Irish folk music, the score was adapted for the piano. Now, go ahead and choose.
Guess the genre for 300, please.
Okay. Listen to Cheek to Cheek.
Heaven, I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness I see.
And guess the genre. Dimitri.
What is jazz?
Correct. Go ahead and choose again.
Simplistic styles for 300 points, please.
The modes of the major scale are what create this progression. Dimitri.
What is the D minor, G7, and C major 7?
Correct. When improvising, it is important to understand that the modes help you visualize the root progression. This way, the modes are used to create an understanding. Now go ahead and choose again.
I'll take guess the genre for 200.
Okay? Danny Boy is Irish folk because of this. Dimitri.
What is its correlation to the public?
I'm sorry, but that is not correct. Jonah, Catherine? Catherine.
What is the incorporation of ethos of the classical court musicians and the harpist?
Correct. Now, we've already discussed how Irish music was secular, but the real reason it's Irish is because of its incorporation of the styles of the Irish folk. Now, Catherine, pick your poison.
Simplistic style for 500, please.
Improvisation for jazz and Irish folk usually takes place in these time signatures. Dimitri.
What are 6/8, 8/12, 2/4, and 3/4?
Very good. Well, it looks like we've just about ran out of time. So let's start the final social hour. Today's topic will be on the art of artists. Now, everyone, please take your boards and write down a wager. You will have 30 seconds. This legendary artist composed the words of one of the most famous Irish folk songs, due largely to his family. You may begin. let's start with you, Dimitri. Who did you put down? Who is Joseph Campbell? I'm sorry, but that is incorrect. Joseph Campbell created the lyrics for My Laggin' Love. Your wager was how much?
600.
600, and what did you have before? I think you had, okay, that's gonna cost you dearly. Okay, let's look at your answer now, Jonah. Who did you write down? Who is C.W. Murphy? I'm sorry, that is also incorrect. He wrote Molly Malone. Your wager was 15,000. That's gonna cost you. Okay, Catherine, who did you put? Who is Frederick Edward Weatherly? That's correct. Your wager was $2,000. So it looks like you won today's round. Congratulations, you have won today's Music Social. Thank you to all the contestants for joining me and our audience on this great program that promotes musical appreciation around the world. I'm Christina Faoro, and have a musically enriched night.